Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we all had a beautiful day today. Welcome once again to our third day of training. My name is Charlotte, your training coordinator. Please, just want to bring something to your attention. As we agreed yesterday that, you know, when you have, during question time, when you have done airing your question, please unmute your microwave, as it is disturbing, you know, the other participants. We have 3 more days, tonight, tomorrow night, and Friday night, before we wrap up this week's training. So, Doctor, as you said yesterday, that today is going to be fire. I hope we are so ready to receive what you are about to inform us or teach us today. So, without wasting any time, Doctor, the other comments and anything else will come at the end of the training. So, without wasting any time, Doctor, the floor is yours. Please fire the fire that you told us yesterday. Okay. We are waiting for you.
Thank you. I hope you have water to cool it down, Charlotte. Thank you very much for the welcome. Good evening, everyone. Happy to have you again this evening for today's lecture. I'm purposing to take you through the 6 listed. I hope you can see my screen. The 6 listed items. We will do auto coding. We will do coding of pictures, audios, and videos. We'll do word list and word cloud. We'll do code groupings and formatting. We'll also do memos, and then we'll do comments for today. We are progressing from the research projects that we had yesterday, and we are going to continue from where we left. Good. So at this moment, I believe all of us understand or have an idea of how to upload documents, how to group documents, how to rename documents. Some of you are still having issues with Mendeley. Please feel free to chat with me after this session. I can take you through on how to work out your ways in Mendeley. I believe Charlotte sent you 2 WhatsApp Zoom links. So you have the 2 links. Please ensure that once this one goes off, you join with the other one. So there will be no question of where is the link and so forth. So you are ready with everything. Good. So to continue, let us get back to fireworks now. Here are my documents. I have 43 documents, which are grouped into, I want to remove this grouping. Okay, I can leave it for now. I have how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. As well, you can do your own groupings as I told you yesterday. If you are in a group, for example, you are in a group of videos. Remember, you can't see other documents. You'll only see the documents under video. For you to go back to the other documents, maybe you want to go back to the document, or to see all of the documents, to regroup them or something, you need to close you need to close this grouping here. You will see a pink bar with a closing icon at the end. You close it and then it brings you all other documents. Please remember that. That one applies to all the groups. If you want to get to the individual items, you will have to close that group, group name for you to see all the individual items. Good. So yesterday we looked at different coding types. Just to remind you, I will open one of the documents here. We looked at open coding. Just to remind you, open coding is whereby you don't have a theme in advance. You only read and then you realize that this one can form an interesting theme, then you code. For example, if I want to, if I've read this paragraph and I realize, oh, this could be an interesting thing, but I did not pre-code it. I didn't have the theme for this particular quotation. So what will I do? I will just do open coding. Open coding happens when you didn't have prior information about that particular theme. Good. Number two, we discussed about code in vivo, and I told you that this code in vivo, try to limit using it because it might not help you much. But it only helps you when you want to, you are sure that what you are highlighting is going to give you a good description of your code. Remember, the name of the code should not be so long. It should be short enough that can explain about the quotation that you have highlighted. Remember, when you are doing coding by in vivo, you highlight, for example, if I want to, if I highlight all this sentence, for example, like that, then I do code by in vivo. You'll find that the code which is now created is containing all what is highlighted. So can you imagine if you highlighted everything like this up to one whole document, one whole paragraph, and then you want to code by in vivo? That will be a long name for a code. Remember, theme should be very short, very precise, but speaks about the quotation. So coding by in vivo is only applicable to very short phrases that you want to follow up and look out of them. So don't always use code in vivo if you're not sure of what you're looking for. The other thing is coding, list coding. List coding is applied when you have existing themes, you have existing codes. So you want to associate a quotation to existing codes. For example, if I have, this is my quotation, and I want to link this quotation to an existing code, I will just come to the list coding here, and it will give me a list of all the codes or themes that I have in the system running. So if I just probably maybe select origin of COVID-19 as the code, I want to link it to that quotation there, then I will say, okay, you'll see it now, it is already there. That is only used when you have already existing themes. Remember, when you are starting your literature review, already you have some ideas, you have some themes that you are already having at the back of your mind. Those themes, you can create them prior, and then you read as you link your quotation to what you have created prior. But if you find another theme within your article that was not included in your prior determined themes, then you need to create that theme, but now you will be using open coding. Good. Now, auto coding. Auto coding happens when you want Atlas TI to auto link different words, certain words, in all the documents in the system automatically without you reading. That must be a very poor way of doing literature review. Auto coding is only used when you are looking for a specific word. When you are looking for a specific word is when you use auto coding. Don't just use auto-coding because you are lazy reading through your articles. Auto-coding, remember, it goes with what command you have given it. If you're looking at a specific word, then that is it. Auto-coding will help you. Now, before I do auto-coding, I want to jump to word cloud and word list first, then I will get back to auto-coding, if you allow me. Because there's an item I want to link at from word cloud to auto-coding. So just pause on auto-coding, I'll get back to it, but let me take you back to word cloud. Now, I have here 40 documents, about 43 documents. Now, sometimes I can ask myself, are all these documents talking about an idea that I'm looking for? How will I know that these documents are focusing on a particular idea or on a particular content or a particular subject? Word cloud can help you determine that. What word cloud will do, it tries to look at the word, a word that is common all through the documents and the frequency it's appearing. Actually, word cloud and word list, they work in a similar way. So you can't use word list and then also use word cloud at the same time. They all do similar things. Now, if I want to ask myself, maybe I am given this project, I don't know what it is talking about. Then I want to find out, what are these 43 documents talking about? I can't read that 43 documents in a minute. I will ask Atlas ATI, can you tell me the main theme that all these 43 documents are talking about? Okay, so word cloud and word list is going to help you in this. So what you will do, you will click on word cloud. Remember, I'm clicking word cloud while highlighting one document here, document 2 only. So it means it is only going to do word cloud for document 2. Let's run that. You can see that. It is giving you clouds, a cloud of words. What does this cloud of words tells us? They are being written in different font sizes. Those different font sizes tells you about the frequency they're appearing. Of course, the word is there is appearing 344 times. The word off is appearing 275 times, and so forth. But of course, the word there is not a word that I'm looking for anyway. Something to look about, I am seeing the word isolation is becoming common here. I'm seeing the word disease, I'm seeing the word symptoms, I'm seeing some other word tracing, control. And the ones with the bigger font size, they will always tend to be at the center. Okay, remember that one, I have only picked one document. It is a word cloud of one document. Now, my question was, I want to look at the 43 documents. What are they talking about in particular? Which word is common in all of them? So I will close this. And then I close this one. I want to go back to my document manager. Then I highlight everything. If after clicking one, I can just Control A, it will highlight everything. So if I highlight everything, so I can do now my word cloud. So now my word cloud is going to be for all the documents which I have here, the 43 documents. So I will click word cloud. Let's see what will happen. Good. So you can see the common word here is still there. There is, it's just a connector, so it's not really a very big issue here. But I am seeing a word which is coming up now strongly is COVID-19. It's having 1,118. Okay. Now, the other way of seeing this word cloud is looking at it in different structures. This is a spiral structure. The one that is giving you in a circle form is a spiral structure. Okay, but you can use typewriter to see how the words are arranged. Let's see what typewriter is giving us. Look at that. So typewriter lists all the words right from the first one, which is highly with the highest in frequency, goes through up to the smallest. So my first word is there of, I don't need all these ones, but the first word I'm meeting, which is important here, is COVID-19. This is a word that is common in all the papers. It has appeared 1,118. Now, what do I say here? Here I'm saying all these papers, the main thing that they are talking about is COVID-19. That must be so great. There is also another word, cases. Cases is coming out to be very common here and so forth. It goes, coronavirus, it goes like that until you get to the last number. So this word cloud can help you to identify or look at the major theme that all these documents are talking about. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you, word list. Word list works the same way as word cloud. So I have highlighted everything. I will click word list here. It takes some time. There you are. There you are. Word list now, it is telling us all the words that we have in the documents. Some of them are numbers. If I want to exclude only words, maybe I just select only words. So it's still running. I think my computer is a bit getting slow. It's a bit big document, and my memory is getting tired. Anyway, now what happens here? You can sort this one here. It is just the same as word cloud, but you can see the first column is the word itself. Second column is the length. How big is how many characters does the word contain, and then number of times it's appearing, and then it is also identifying for me each and every document. So for example, let me get you a better word. I will just sort them based on count. So the first word that I was having there is the COVID-19, that is having 118. Remember in the previous word cloud, it was 1118. It's appearing, it's having a length of 8. Length of 8 means the number of characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it's appearing 118 times. Now, in this document, first document, it's appearing 101 times. It's appearing 101 times. The other documents, like in this document here, it's appearing 0 times. It means this document is not a document that you can bank on when you want to understand the word COVID-19, because it is having zero of them, while this document here is having 75. I'm interested in this document. Which document is this, and why is it in this project? Why is it here? And those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. This document, this project is about COVID-19, yet this document is not having any word or called COVID-19, then which document is it? That's the question. So you may need to go back to your document and find it. When I open it, this is the document. It is talking factors that makes an infectious disease outbreak controllable. The year of publication, let me see, 204. Of course, 204, we didn't have COVID. And that tells you that this document does not talk about COVID. But is it important? Yes, it is important. Why? Because it's talking about infectious diseases. Maybe we want to compare different infectious diseases with COVID. Okay. So in the word list also, you can play around with it. Maybe when you use the analyzer, if I want only the words with the highest frequency, I can move my analyzer to the right. If I move it to the right, so that it starts from 449 to 114, the number of my my words in the list are reduced. So the common words that now I'll be dealing with are number, model, health, disease, COVID-19, coronavirus. Are you seeing that? So these are the most common numbers. So it depends on the numbers that you have. If I want only from 953 to 118, I get only 2 numbers. Now that is what word list and word cloud will do for you. Now remember, this is only giving you an overview of what the documents are talking about. Whether if you want to also find out whether these documents are relevant for your study or not, like for the ones that I've just followed up, which had 0 counts on COVID-19, I need to follow up and find out, is it true that this document is supposed to be in this project here? And then if it's okay, you can leave it. If it's not okay, then you can push it away. Good. Now I want to take a follow up this word here, or maybe I follow up a different word, not that one. I want to follow up this word called cases, for example. I want to see how has this document talked about the word cases. So I will use the word cases to do my auto coding. Okay. So let me close this. Get back to my auto coding. Now I'm here at auto coding. Now I want to auto code. I want to, anywhere there is a word case, I do quotation, then I link it to the code called auto code. I mean cases. So I click on auto coding icon. Now if you click on auto coding, it will ask you, how do you want me to auto code? Remember, auto coding, you must give Atlas TI a specific one. In this case, I will give it cases. Okay. Now, how do you want to search this word? Do you want to search it? Sometimes you want to search two words phrase, or a phrase or a word. You can search a word, for example, cases of. For example, if you want to search cases of, it's still possible in Atlas TI, but you must tell Atlas TI how do you want to do that particular search. Now, if for example, I had 2 words and I want those 2 words to come the way they are, then I must specify the strategy. This one only comes when you have 2 words, but if you have 1 word, it is not a problem. If you have 2 words, then you must specify the strategy of your search. Now, the strategy here, you have different options. Text. If you tell Atlas TI that I want to search text, it will search for cases on its own, and off on its own. You might have so many of the searches. If you choose word, and by the way, text is only used when you have a single word for search. Now, word works as text. How does it work? It is one that now, if I choose word here, it will look for cases on its own and off on its own. So it means at the moment, if I want to search the word cases off, if I use word strategy and text strategy, they will give me similar things. That means text is only used, it should only be used when you have one word search. But if you have two words and you want them to be searched separately, then use the word as a strategy. Now, if you want them to be searched as a phrase the way it is, cases of following each other, then you need to make use of expression. Okay, regular expression are those words that are already known by the Atlas TI or user defined by Atlas TI. Now, context of search. How do you search? Now, this one comes in when you have either text, either expression or either word. Now, when you have word, then it will ask you, do you want to search this word as it is, not linked to any sentence, not linked to any paragraph? That is what the context of word says. Now, if you say, if you had expression and you choose now a sentence, it will ask you, do you want to search this expression linked to a sentence or linked to a paragraph, and so forth? So there are so many ways of performing your search. It's the same way strategy that you always use when you are doing your Google search or whatever in internet. Now, when coding, after giving the strategy of your search, you need to also give it a command for coding. A command for coding here, you may want to, after searching and finding this word somewhere, do you want to code it using existing codes? For example, we have already existing codes. After you find the cases of, do you want to link it to CS isolation or CS use of PPE and so forth? Or do you want to create a new code, for example? Okay, so in this case, I want to create a new code. So I will just search for cases. Then it will just be word. Then I'm in text. Then I will create a new code called cases. Then you need to, how do you want to highlight the quotation? Do you want to, once you get your word cases, do you want only to highlight the word cases or you want to highlight the whole sentence? My advice is, whenever you are searching word with autocoding, make sure you choose a longer phrase so that you can connect how that word has been used in that particular sentence. Otherwise, if you only highlight the word cases, it might not give you a very good outcome or understanding. So I will choose that I don't want exact match. I don't want just the word. I want a sentence or a paragraph. So I'll choose a sentence in this case. Then while searching, I want you to confirm for me before you code. If you don't click this one, if you don't check this box, it will just search once and highlight all the cases and code all the cases. Sometimes you are putting some cases that are not useful. You can find a case in the references or a case in the title, something like that. So you need to confirm. Do you want to confirm? Yes. It's important that whenever you are auto coding, confirm that what you are coding is what you want to be quoted. So I will confirm for this case. Then you start your searching. So once it has found a word, it has found that the term is case. And then it has found it in this sentence here. Let me just improve this sentence now. So the sentence say, it is a new theta model type, that's a model type, which takes into account the known special characteristics of this disease as the existence of infectious and detected cases. Maybe I'm convinced that that statement is good and it's containing cases, then I code it. If I code it, already you will see the code cases there, and that quotation is also highlighted. Now, the next one, remember, once you have coded it, it skips to the next one. The next one is, in particular, it includes a novel approach that considers the fraction theta of the detected cases. Maybe I want it, so I will code it. Once you code, it skips again to the next one. So it will find the word case, highlight the sentence, and then it skips it. Maybe this one I don't want, I skip it. Maybe this one I don't want, I skip it. So I move on like that until I finish my coding. That is what is referred to as auto coding. Good. So I'm seeing we have 6 minutes to end of this session, but I want to progress in the next item. So I will skip everything. I can just skip everything by just closing it. So it skips everything. So I've only coded two items only, and I've coded them in the abstract. Good. Our next item that we're supposed to be doing here is coding of pictures. Coding of pictures. I hope I have a picture here that I want to code. Yes, I have. Yes, proper wearing of mask. Assuming I am doing a coding of control strategies of COVID-19, and one of the articles I collected is this one here on how to wear a mask. So I observe a picture, and I find in this picture I have seen this section here to be most important. So I will code this section. So just drag your mouse over it. And because pictures does not create words, when you are working with pictures, try to explain what those pictures are. Okay? So here I'll code it using, there's a code here, use of PPE, personal protective equipment. So I will code it in this code here. As well, you can do open coding or any other coding, but you can you can only choose from the list if you had that theme prior. So I will code it here. I'll drag that theme onto my highlight. Then I need to give a comment because it's a picture. I don't know what it says. Here I will just say a comment. There's a comment up here. If you click the down arrow, I want to comment on the quotation, not on the document. I want to comment on the quotation. Quotation is the area that you have highlighted. So I will comment that. This is the best way to wear mask, face mask, as a way to control infection of COVID. Good. That is how to code a picture. So I will just save it once I've coded it. So that comment is linked to this highlight only. It's not linked to the code. It's linked because this code also has got some other quotations. Remember, there are two here, but one of them has been commented using this icon up here. Great. Now, how do we code videos? I hope I have a video here. I have a video here. I have a video of Dr. Stella. I believe you must be having this video somewhere. Maybe I'll put you something to listen, and then you see what. I will remove this code first. I don't want it because I need to. Okay. Remove this one. Delete. Good. So it's now fresh without any link. So I'll play it now. It's about COVID. Now, wait. When the video is playing, look at this line here. It is moving from up downwards. And then look at this icon here, mark position. This one is marking the start of your quotation. Then once you click on it, like that, if you click on it while it's playing, this one will also become active. Then you stop by that one. It will highlight for you. So I'll play, then you will watch what I'm doing with my mouse. So I'm playing. That's important. That's important. So it means he has treated more than 300 patients of COVID. So I'll continue playing now. Remember, I've marked it. And when I've marked it, there's a mark here. Good. I stopped there. I stopped there. So look at that. It was still playing, but now I've already done my quotation. So this quotation is talking about already there are 300 patients treated and the medicines that she has used to treat those patients. So I want to put this under control strategies, and then I will look if I have that kind of a code. Yes, I have it, therapeutic treatment. I want to code it there. I will just drag it on the highlight, then I leave it there. Okay, good. So we are having less than a minute in this session. We are going to log out. If you have a very quick question, you can ask before it logs out. But after that, please, you will log in with a new, with the second session link that you are given. Thank you. Any question, please?
Hello, Jacob.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
I got lost. You remember where you were highlighting the documents?
Documents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you had that word list.
Yes.
Where you could have the frequency, this word is appearing this number of times in this particular document and all that.
Yes.
Where did you click